Hey, what's up guys? It's Listar, bringing y'all a brand new series on the channel that I'm really excited to start. I've been itching to play more modded Fallout 4 lately. I just haven't been able to find a mod pack or come up with a group of mods that I really like, that I really enjoy to play, and that keeps me playing it for a while. And I think I've finally done it. So it's not super heavily modded. We've done, we have all the Fall UI mods, so inventory, HUD, all that kind of stuff. We're using the Stalker HUD preset that you can get from the Nexus store. We're using some weapon mods, not a lot. This is the Mark 18 rifle. How do I inspect? Yeah, Mark 18 mod. It's very, very lightly modded right now. And then I have the H&K USP 45 handgun mod, and then I also have the Combined Arms Weapon Pack mod as well, which is what this is from. This is an M9A1, so yeah. Not a whole lot. We have a few visual mods. Vivid Fallout, the 4K all-in-one texture pack. The Grass and Shrubs mod, and then Darker Roads. For the most part, though, it's very vanilla. There's not a lot of mods. I don't have any mods that add new quests to the game or anything like that either. So yeah, I've done a very basic start. I have the Start Me Up mod, which changes, it lets you skip the intro cutscene basically. I spawned in Sanctuary in the little basement shelter in the house that is like right here. I looted all of Sanctuary. I ran over to the USAF Olivia satellite and killed the guys over there, and that's it. That's all I've done. I just killed them. I haven't even gone to Abernathy Farm to get the quest to do that yet. I started out at level 5 to just give myself 2 points into Sneak and then 1 point into Hacker and Locksmith, just to make the start of the game a little easier, because I am playing on survival and I do have a mod to change the damage and difficulty. So we have it set up right now to where it's 2.5x damage, both taken and given. So I do 2.5 times damage to enemies, but they also do 2.5 times damage to me. So yeah, just make the game a little bit harder. I am using the a PMC armor mod. I don't know. I don't know how much I am big on this, but it's kind of cool. And I do have the quick modification weapon backpack, which is amazing, because it works with so many different weapon mods, independent standalone mods, and it works with the entire Combined Arms Weapon Pack as well. It lets you add suppressors, flashlights, lasers, grips, and a whole bunch of different sights to those guns without having to craft them and dump all these points into gunsmith and science to be able to craft a sight. Because a lot of these modded weapons, you gotta have 4 points into gunsmith and 3 points into science, and for the Mark 18 you gotta have points into rifleman and sniper and for different modifications. But so I think it helps balance it out a little bit. Now it doesn't let you change parts like receivers and ammunition type and stuff like that, so it doesn't allow you to drastically change the damage output of the weapons, but it does let you kind of give you that little boost to get started, basically, that I think is quite necessary when using modded weapons in a modded game with modded damage. Help balance the game out a little bit. So we're gonna go through, loot the red rocket a little bit. My goal for, this series as a whole really is get through the main Institute quest line. You know, whether that is we decide to blow up the Institute, or we side with the Institute and take out the Brotherhood of Steel on the railroad. I mean, you have to kill the railroad anyway, but no matter whatever route we decide to take, that's kind of my goal with where I want to be to finish this. So, yeah. Now I have, I don't know, I've like 500 hours or something in Fallout 4, so I know the game. I know how it works. I know where the little random things are hiding, like this trunk over here. I've played the game enough to know how to play the game, so we're gonna kind of. This isn't gonna be so much of a let's walk through and do everything like 100% completionist kind of thing. It's gonna be more so like an optimized run through of the base game, of the main Institute questline, because really I want to get to Far Harbor. I want to get to
It's okay. I'm friendly.
I want to get to New World,
Right.
because those are parts of the game that I've not played as much.
I'm sure I'll give it a try someday.
I'm not gonna make this a permadeath series because
All of them. Sure.
let's be honest,
Nothing worse than losing
I
a
don't
child.
like playing the game that carefully.
Don't
It
worry.
doesn't. It makes the game not fun for me anyway, so I'm not going to play it that way. Now, because I'm playing on survival though, you know, usually you don't have like, you can't save. Well, I have quick save enabled, so I can quick save, and then I have save on, you know, like location change and stuff like that. Institute fast travel is on, so that way when we get to the Institute, we're able to fast travel in and out of the Institute, because that makes the game a whole hell of a lot easier. But standard fast travel is disabled, so we're not going to be able to fast travel across the map. We are going to have to run everywhere, so endurance will be a big focus with this, but I'm not going to make it a point to do every little thing in the game. I'm going to do what I want to, and do what I need to, or what I like to do when I do a standard, you know, playthrough of Fallout 4. The quick method I like. I will be skipping through most of the dialogue, probably all of the dialogue in the base game. Maybe up until we get to like the end of the Institute questline, if we do decide to side with the Institute. Just because I've never sided with the Institute and I don't really know that dialogue a whole lot. But for the most part, we're gonna be flying through this.
Yes.
Alright, so that was Abernathy we just went and talked to. If you talk to Blake, do all of his dialogue, you get a quest to retrieve Mary's locket from, actually it's from a toolbox, a tool chest in the basement of USAF Olivia. We've already cleared out USAF Olivia, and I've never done that before actually. I've never cleared it out and then talked to them. So I don't actually know because the item doesn't spawn until you talk to him. So I don't actually know if we'll have to re-kill all of the raiders that are in there, or if we just go back there and it's spawned in the chest. I don't know. We'll find out. But we're gonna do my typical Fallout 4 opening sequence, what I like to do. kind of how I like to start my game off, where I like to go. Kind of be as efficient as possible is kind of the goal of this. And hopefully you guys can learn a little bit from what I'm doing and where I'm going without me explaining it. Radio. For some reason, even though I have a mod that turns off, it's supposed to turn off all the radios and stuff, well, for, you know, copyright reasons. These Fallout 4 videos get demonetized like crazy. But for some reason, it never turns off the radio here. This radio is always on for some reason.
Sweet.
There's that. Oh, I do have survival carry weight reduction turned off, so I can carry just as much as somebody who is playing on like normal difficulty or something. Just because I think that I hate having to, you know, every single building, every time I clear out one area, I have to go back and dump off my stuff.
Perfect.
And I don't like it. It takes forever. And where we're playing with no fast travel, it's just really annoying. This terminal always messes up for some reason for me. Like, I don't know why. Almost every time I try and use this terminal, it just... Yeah, you get stuck in the animation where he's like walking up to it, and then your game freezes, and then it just... super annoying. Anyway, so you got the key, and you want to look at the... You want to read the three things on the terminal because it shows you... It'll mark on your map 3 locations that have a wicked shipping truck that you can open. There's a lot more than those 3 in the wasteland. I'll show you another one actually. But these are 3 that you can open, and these are all points of interest that you're gonna have to go to and in the story. Corvega Assembly, Ten Pines Bluff Raiders or Settlers send you here. First Minutemen quest you get. General Atomics Factory, that's the first place you go to start the General Atomics DLC. And then Mass Fusion Containment Shed, you have to go there as part of the Brotherhood quest line to get a part for the main quest. So they're all important areas of the game. And they mark them on your map for you. And it's kind of a good reminder of, hey, there's a wicked shipping truck here. And they always have a big chest in the back of them. So they're always worth opening and looking at. Get that Nuka-Cola. Cigarettes are amazing. Cigarettes are one of the best junk items in the game. Because they contain asbestos. Now, you're like, what do you mean asbestos? Why is that valuable? Well, asbestos is used in crafting almost everything, which sounds really weird, but it is. Asbestos is needed for so many things in the game, and cigarettes are the best place to find them, or to find it. And the cigarette cartons sell for a crazy amount. So, Radstags, they have 2 heads, right? One head is the mutated head, and one head is the, you know, the original head, I guess you could say. It'll always, so the right side of their body, so the head that kind of droops down lower, is the original head. It's the live head, I guess you can say. So you always want to shoot that one, because you'll do more damage to that head than you will to the other head. So that's why you always see me go for that one instead. Now this guy, this is a random spawn, by the way. This is a random thing. This is one of the, so there's a whole bunch of areas in the game that are listed as, if you're playing on survival anyway, random legendary encounter spawn locations. And this is one of those areas, just right here, just randomly. You can get a pack of raiders that will spawn here. There'll be a campfire here. You can get a deathclaw here. You can get a yaoguai. You can get this guy, and you can get, if you have the General Atomics DLC, you can get a group of robots as well.
Excuse me.
But this guy is, I get him very little.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
He does not spawn very often. You're more likely to get, the raiders are the most common one, and it's kind of nice to have him here, but at the same time he's basically useless because, as you can see, you can only sell 8 items to him. You can't sell, you can't use him as a normal vendor. He's just a bartender. You can only buy alcohol from him, which is kind of annoying, but it's not the end of the world. So, and you'll see me go around and pick up a whole bunch of flowers and stuff. Flowers and herbals are amazing in the base game, especially on survival difficulty, because you need them to craft antibiotics. And when we're playing on the base game, it's not as big a deal, but if you're playing like something super heavily modded, you're going to be eating a lot of food that gives you infections. Infections are a lot harder to get in the base game than they are in modded, for obvious reasons, but antibiotics are one of the hardest. They're probably the hardest chem to find in the wasteland. You can only get them at certain locations, hospitals, clinics. Those are all good places to look for them, but it's not guaranteed spawn. There's a couple locations that are guaranteed spawn locations for them, but crafting them is going to be your best way of getting them. So making sure you have enough herbals to craft them is a good idea. So okay, now yeah, because you come down here, where are they? Healing? No. Yeah, antibiotics. So you need stim packs to craft them. You can make stim packs with antiseptic. I thought there was a way you could make antiseptic. Oh, here, I guess here we go. Antimicrobial, the herbal one. This one you craft using plants, and then regular antibiotics you craft using stim packs, and then antiseptic is used to make stim packs, right? Antiseptic is kind of annoying to find, but again, it's not the end of the world. You play this game enough, you'll figure it out. Did we get the mole rats to spawn in here yet? Oh, you have to talk to dog meat first. If you talk to dog meat,
Hey boy,
he will, it triggers a event at the red rocket, and it's only this red rocket, but it triggers an event for a bunch of mole rats to spawn in.
Okay then, let's stick together.
But it doesn't happen like right away. You have to wait around for it. I've heard that, and I've tried testing it before, but if you come down here, there's a mole rat cave, which is actually a really good place to come at, because you got a lot of glowing fungus and brain fungus. Brain fungus has antiseptic in it. If you scrap it, scraps with antiseptic. So this is a great place to come because this place is littered with it. But I've heard if you kill the mole rats in here first and then talk to Dog Meat, they won't spawn up top. I don't know if that's true or not, but I don't know. So there's 4 mole rats. Yeah, 1 there. There's actually 2 in the middle. The one of them spawned on us. There's another guy back here. Glowing one, actually. That's not always glowing. That's just a random chance. And then there's a fusion core in here. And we need 3 fusion cores extremely quickly. So you can actually get, so you need fusion cores to be able to get into Vault 81. You need 3 fusion cores before they let you in. Well, you have to give them 3 fusion cores, and then they'll let you in. And you can have those 3 fusion cores before you even get far enough south to to even be close to Vault 81. You get 1 from here. You can get 1 from the USAF Olivia satellite, and you can get 1 from the Museum of Freedom. And there's another one in Corvega as well. So before you even get to downtown Boston, you can have 4 or 5. And I'll show you. Yep, so we've looted the cave. It's a really good idea to come in here. And or glowing fungus you can use to make fungal purge, which isn't super useful in like vanilla Fallout 4. Why would you would just use Rad-X or Rad-Away. It takes away more rads and it doesn't damage you in the process. Fungal purge is basically like a Rad-Away, except it takes away a lot of your health in exchange for removing some rads. So it's not very useful, and because chems are so easily attainable in the base game, it's not really that useful, but I guess if you were a new player or somebody who hasn't played the game as much, it'd be helpful. And I can show you here. We come over here, drugs, fungal purge. Where are you? I don't know. It's in here somewhere. But antibiotics, glowing fungus. Right. So good place to go. Good start place. So we're going to drop off our stuff here, and I'm not being super careful about like where I drop off all my junk. I want my grenades though for the museum. Because as soon as we get Preston and we get the settlements unlocked, we can start, gathering settlers at Sanctuary, and then we can just set up a supply line between Red Rocket and Sanctuary, and then it basically, when you set up a supply line, it connects those settlements together. So anything you put in either one of the workbenches, either the Sanctuary workbench or the Red Rocket workbench, it'll be accessible from either place. So it doesn't really matter where we drop off our stuff. And then, every settlement after that, the first thing you want to do is set up a supply line, and then you'll have a giant supply line chain to all of your settlements. That way you can access all of your stuff from everywhere. That way, say you're all the way down here, lower Boston, down here, and you are at Nordhagen Beach or something. and you want to access your, you need something from your workbench, but it's all the way up in Sanctuary. We'll just set up a supply line and boom. Now you can access all your stuff. Oh, hi, bud.
I'm just getting started.
Jump shot. I don't really need to take any of this stuff from you guys, but I'll take the ammunition, and the armor isn't really necessary because I don't have scrapper yet.
Hey, up here, on the balcony.
I don't really need to take the armor because I don't have scrapper, so I can't.
Grab that laser muzzle.
Like if I scrap the leather armor, it doesn't give me leather yet. So I don't. There's not really a reason for taking it. So I'm not going to. So we'll come in here. Only take that. Don't even worry about taking either of those. You don't. You know, they just give you cloth anyway. Okay. Museum of Freedom. Oh, I thought that guy had a shotgun for a second. The combined arms weapons sell for a ridiculous amount of money. It's a bit overpowered in the base game without, you know, adjusting sell prices and vendors and stuff like that. So we're gonna have a lot of caps. We're gonna have a lot of money. We're gonna be able to buy a lot of ammo. So in that aspect, it's a little bit overpowered to have the combined arm weapons, but it's for fun, you know. I'm not too worried about it. So now we're gonna take a. Do I not have a beer? Or I have a whiskey. Wait. Oh, I put it on him. I didn't take it. I didn't drink it. I put it on the dude. Yeah. Alcohol addiction is really nothing to worry about. At least in, you know, vanilla Fallout 4 survival.
I'm coming in there, and I'm gonna skin every last one of you. Come on, man, they ain't going nowhere. We got other shit.
It ain't gonna hurt nothing.
You hear that?
Bayoneted hardened pipe revolver sniper rifle. It sounds good. It's really garbage. Gas mask. We don't need a gas mask. I can take the Takarov. Okay, that's fine.
Bingo.
Man, I don't know who you are, but
and then combined arms, perception bobblehead, spawns an AK-74U here with a compensator. I'm not gonna take it because I can't carry it because I'm pretty sure it's like 13 pounds or something. Yeah. Right? 10 pounds. Value 81, 291. So I'm actually gonna drop some stuff to take it because that's worth a lot of money.
Glad to
Talk to
help.
Preston, and again, I'm just gonna
Go
skip
on.
his dialogue.
Sorry.
I hope
Sounded
this game's
rough.
been out for long
One
enough.
good
I hope
idea
you
can
all
make all the
know
difference.
what Preston has to say here.
Well,
At least I do.
Sing it, brother. Minigun.
I,
It's been so long since I've played Fallout 4 as the male
I'll
character.
help if I can.
Some of these
Actually,
voice
I
lines
already
are really
grabbed the
weird,
fusion core.
actually, because they are different. A lot of the male and female voice lines are different, and I've played so much as Nora or as the female character that playing as the male character is kind of interesting. So you do actually have to get in the armor to start to progress the mission or the quest, and you do have to pick up the minigun. But as soon as you do that, we're going to get out because we want to conserve the fusion core, and we have much better weapons for dealing with them than the minigun. So we're going to come over here and we're going to put a minigun in this and that. We're going to put a minigun in the toolbox. So, you know, realistic, right? You don't actually have to be in the power armor
Boss, we got somebody
for
up
these
here.
guys to spawn in. For some reason that guy was invincible. Anybody else? There's one more dude. And I want the oil can. Oil cans are useful. Basically anything that doesn't give you steel or wood is nice. So you get so much of that through doing other things that you don't need to pick it up.
Only up over.
Oh Jesus!
something's out.
See, that's the 2.5 times damage I'm talking about. I just got melted. It looks like I've been, you know, it's been looking like I've been really overpowered when fighting these guys, but they do quite the damage to me too. So it goes both ways. They could very easily just nuke me down. Do I have another alcohol of any kind? If not, I'll use the buff out.
I think that's all of them.
So if you drop off that way, you'll take a lot of damage if you're not in the power armor. It's obviously the way they want you to drop off, because you have power armor on. But if you go the other way, you can jump off without the power armor. So we need to kill the Deathclaw, who is hanging out. Oh, he's dead. Look at that. Okay, so we're actually going to leave every single body here. We're not going to loot any of the raiders that we just killed, because we don't have enough carry weight for that. I am going to take the ammo off of these guys, though, just because I don't want it to despawn, and they might. But everybody else, we're going to leave, we're going to talk to Preston, we're going to go back to Sanctuary, and then come back and loot everybody, and then we'll go talk to Carla and to Trudy and sell off as much as we can,
Quit fussing.
and then buy as much 5.56 as possible.
A pretty amazing display.
Minutemen. Jesus. The feeling's mutual, Preston.
You can never have too many friends.
Uh-huh. You're welcome.
Well, since you say...
All right, Garvey. I'm in. Please, tell me. I need...
Sure, whatever.
Sure.
Please, Mama Murphy.
Look. Mama Murphy, we talked about this. That jump.
Okay.
Gonna kill you.
Alright. Now we're going to actually... I'm addicted to alcohol, right? Hungry, dehydrated, alcohol addiction. Yep. So we're going to come in here, drink some water. Eat some food, that'll help. And then alcohol addiction, we have to take an addictol to get rid of. I don't have an addictol, but alcohol addiction really doesn't do much. -1 agility. It doesn't really matter because I have, you know, I'm going to put 2 points into agility actually, so the next point we can put into Action Boy. Agility is amazing. Agility is like the best perk, or the best special stat, I think anyway. Because you have Sneak, Sandman, so silenced weapons do more damage. Action Boy, you get your action points back faster. Ninja, like range sneak attacks do 2.5 times normal damage on top of our sneak attack damage and our Sandman damage. And then Quick Hands, you reload all guns faster. Like, it's crazy. Agility is amazing. And then probably second, I would say intelligence. Well, intelligence up until like science. So like intelligence 7, but then everything else, endurance. Endurance is amazing. So, yeah. That was my little spiel. So we'll make our way back to Sanctuary. As soon as we get back to Sanctuary, we're just going to dump off all of our stuff and then run straight back to Concord, pick up as many of the weapons, hopefully all of the weapons, I don't know, as many of the weapons as we can, and then we'll run back to Sanctuary one more time, sleep until the next morning, and then Preston and the gang should hopefully be here, and then we can get the first quest from him. So we're going to drop off our junk, all those, like that, like that. I'm going to drop off basically every bit of this as well. 308, 38, 45, 10. Don't need that. Okay. Oh wait, I need... Actually, I don't need my rifle. I'm going to leave my rifle as well. So now I have almost 220 points of carry weight. So now we're going to run all the way back. Hopefully pick up all of the weapons. At least most of them, if not all of them. I've gotten so used to playing Fallout 4 modded with, you know, this HUD in particular, this HUD and this foliage and everything, that it's really hard for me to go back and play the game normally, because it just, this feels like Fallout 4. This feels like how Fallout 4 should have been, at least to me. I mean, the HUD's kind of a personal choice, but you know, the more brighter and vibrant wasteland I like a lot more contrast. And then the fact that there's actually green, like green grass and shrubs and stuff, like there should have been. You know, it's been 200 years since the bombs fell. You would think that there would be some, you know, foliage, but not according to Bethesda. Corvega storage key from Gristle. And again, we don't need to pick up any of their armor because we don't have Scrapper yet, so it's not going to give us anything. And there's one dude up here who had some leather, road leathers on, I do believe. Yeah, right there. Shotgun shell. There was another guy over yonder. Is it him? No. We didn't loot the Deathclaw yet. Paint can. Okay. Well, there's that. What time is it in the day? It is 7:48. So it is 4:48? No, 5:48. I'm gonna take that. Take that. Take that. We're gonna load up on some armor pieces because we're gonna go sell it to Carla. She doesn't have a lot of caps, but that's okay. Neither do we. So you don't need a lot of stuff to sell her, but some is better than none. And sometimes she can have an addictol and an antibiotic. Sometimes. I've seen both. Cool little trick you can do with Carla, actually. If she would not stand inside of her Brahmin.
So what's your story?
So if you talk to
Looking
her,
trade, rob me, or just ask directions to Diamond City?
and then you say, looking for
Yes,
love,
looking for love,
she'll give you a
sweetheart.
permanent discount on purchasing
Boy, you're coming
items.
to the wrong place. My loving days have long since passed. But I'll tell you what, wise ass. You made an old girl smile, and that ain't easy. You want to do some trading? I'll give you a discount.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Here's what I got.
Okay, so now you get a permanent purchasing discount from Carla. So, when you buy things from her, you buy them at discount. So, yeah, we don't have much, but that's okay. That's totally fine. We're going to buy all of her 5.56 rounds, and I would like to buy her 300 blackout rounds, but we don't have the skill to be able to put the 500 blackout ammunition receiver on our weapons. We don't really need ammunition for it. So if you come up here and loot her stuff, there is a group of raiders that will spawn over there.
Let's do this.
But only if you loot her stuff.
This time.
And she just annihilated all of them, by the way. Just insta-dead. And then if you... There should be another group of something that spawns. Aha, yes, there's ghouls. Sometimes it's ghouls, sometimes it's dogs, sometimes it's a... I've had it be a rad scorpion, a yaoguai. It could be anything, really. It's a random legendary encounter. Oh, Jesus, you scared me, dog. That only happens after you loot her stuff. The raiders spawn no matter what. Normally what I like to do is take the stuff from those raiders and then sell it to her as well. But I'll sell it to Trudy instead. But we're gonna kill these ghouls. For ghoulie boys.
We had a deal, Trudy. Hand over the goods. You
And I don't, so
ain't
I
got
always
no
just
forces
kill
doing
Wolfgang
Tempesters anything.
because Trudy has better, she has more caps and you can buy more things than just drugs from her. And I don't have I never have high enough charisma to actually get them to like have their agreement where Wolfgang and Trudy are both here. So I just opt to kill Wolfgang every
Can't
time.
wait to see the crows feeding on that scumbag. Here, this is free.
Let's see what you
And
got.
because she gives
It's
you money
all
for
worth
killing him.
every tap on charge.
You get nothing if you resolve the conflict peacefully. I'm gonna sell everything to Trudy. Not the Deathclaw meat. And not the cigarettes, because those are useful. We will buy all of her 5.56 rounds as well. We're not going to use 308. And then 7.62 by 39. We won't use either. So, you know what? I'm going to sell off we'll start buying 300 blackout rounds for when we do eventually have that receiver and can use them. So, come over here, loot the cigarette machines. Cigarette packs give you asbestos, cartons of cigarettes give you asbestos, singular cigarettes give you cloth. So if you have to choose, take the packs or cartons. This house up here can spawn a Yaguai inside. I've had it spawn Bloodwings before as well. And then sometimes it spawns nothing. So. And this time there's a vendor in here.
Hey, man. You need some chems?
I don't think I've ever seen
see what
this
you
lady
got.
here.
This is all I've
This
got.
is a nice run. I'm getting multiple things that I don't get very often. Holy expensive. 377 for a dick doll. Yeah, you are laughing out your ass on that one, bud.
Excuse me.
What's
You can-
happening? You looking to buy?
You
That's
can
cool,
you can
that's
buy some
cool.
of this from
I'm
me.
always open. You can...
I don't need any chems.
That's cool.
Uh-huh.
Okay, goodbye. I bet if you kill her, you'll get a few good set of chems. Now, there is a Bloodwing spawn somewhere on one of these trees. I don't remember which one. But it's really annoying. Kill that. Military grade circuit board. Ammo. Now, novice terminal. Okay. You can't pick the door, you have to open with the terminal. So Sash has 2. Okay, so it's the A. Or the S, I guess. So it's the A. Okay, so it has a likeness with the A. So the word we're looking for has an A in it. Tries reset. I want to clear some out. Anything? I hate hacking terminals, by the way. So there's an A. There's an A. There's an A. This would have a likeness of 2. So it's that one. Okay. And there we go. Okay, I'm not going to bother killing the gunners just yet. I will eventually, not right now though. don't have the time. It's dark. It's getting dark. I thought there was always 3 guys, but there's only 2 that time. So and as soon as you talk to Carla and she starts walking away, she's walking back to Sanctuary. Which is actually really nice because that's where you have all of your stuff, right? So you can meet her there and then immediately sell her a bunch of stuff and get lots of caps. So we'll probably just sell her probably all the armor, and then buy as much of her 300 blackout rounds that we can as well. Even though I can't use them yet, I want to have them. That way I'll have a good supply once we can use them. Once we have that receiver. The best weapon vendor in the entire game is Proctor Teagan on the Brotherhood ship on the Pridwin. So we have quite a ways until we get there, but for the time being Arturo will be fine. You can't get very, I mean, Arturo's biggest issue, the biggest issue with Arturo is he can never have very many caps. And now, you know, trading with vendors and clearing them out and letting them refresh, clearing them out, letting them refresh, it'll slowly increase the amount of caps that they do carry. But there's also a limit, there's also a cap to how many caps they can have. So, yeah. Arturo's great, but not the best. The best is Tegan because he can carry a lot of caps. And also all the high-end ammunition as well. Take that. Take that. Take that. Actually, I don't want that. Any food that has rads is not cooked. Okay. And we'll take some more stim packs. I have 4. I want 10. So I'll take 6. Just because. Okay. Data. Where are you, Preston? Two fusion cores, and we have 1 more at Red Rocket. There he is. Just the man I wanted to see. Actually.
Hey there.
I'm glad you decided to come with us.
Why are you
listened to
getting
Brad.
all
I think we could.
puffy puffy pulling out your gun?
Sure.
You got.
Sounds good.
Glad to hear. I've seen. Anyway,
Right,
I am glad.
skip through all this.
Sure, I've had.
I'd be glad to help.
That's fantastic. But
Okay. So now that we've completed When Freedom Calls, we can come into our settlement. Actually, we can't do it until we Yeah, you can't build it until you've finished 10 Pines Bluff, and we need another crystal anyway. So we're gonna go to sleep, finish off the night, wake up in the morning, and
Willing to do some work?
yeah, later. And call the episode. There's actually some really cool dialogue with Codsworth. If you rescue the Minutemen from Concord before you talk to him, there's actually some really cool dialogue. But we will worry about that later. So, there is my first episode, guys, and I hope you enjoyed. I'm really trying. I want to really try and stick with this one, and so I'm looking forward to it. I'm really happy with this mod pack that I've set up as well, and this is going to be more of a quick kind of not a speed run, but more of a quick, playthrough of, just nitty gritty. We're not going to be doing all the random little side quests, at least until we get out of the Commonwealth. Basically, we're speed running the Commonwealth to get to Far Harbor and Nuka World. That way I can do things that I've not done as much in the game. I've done a little bit more of Nuka World than I have Far Harbor, but I've never completed either of them. So that's going to be kind of the goal. But for now, at least, we are going to do the main story. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and in the next one, we'll probably do Corvega and clear out a lot of the town. We'll clear out the Super Duper Mart. We'll take out the Raider in power armor. What else is there? There's not. I mean, go in the parking garage. There's really not a whole lot else down there. So, yeah. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one, and I hope you will enjoy this as much as I will. So,
Can't help
we will
right
see
now.
you all in the next
It's a
one.
free country.
Adios,
Let
my
me know
friend.
if you change your mind.